Hey, welcome everyone. Hey, welcome Deborah. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to give it a little bit of time for some people to stop in, but if they don't, and that light's a little bright here. They gave me another light here at the hotel. See if I can get some of that glare out of there. There we go. And I did get one comment today about the shaking. I do apologize for that. I was on a different type of table the other night, and hopefully we can take care of that. It was a little bad, the shaking part. Hey, Crystal. Thanks for stopping in. All right. Well, last night was a pretty good night for the crosswords. And yeah, I hope so. Some big wins. That'd be nice. Everyone really enjoyed the crossword puzzles. So I actually got a couple more today. And there's actually a couple that I'm not showing here. I got 3 of these S more crosswords, 34, 35, and 36. And I do have a couple extra ones here, depending on how fast we get through these and how many people in here would like to see more. Like we did last night, we extended it a little bit. I didn't think people would like crosswords, but they do. So that's awesome. I got more of the crossword code words. Actually, had to get the leprechauns again, too. Last night was a real big winner on that one. The $2 ticket, I found a $100 match. We got to win all. We won all 10 prizes. So I got an extra few. I got 3. Let's see here. 3 extra crosswords if we want to extend it again tonight. So I do have backup ammo in case we want to do it. So we'll see. Yeah, I like the leprechauns too. And I figured I'd pick up some of these Love is Blind, especially with Labor Day, or not Labor Day, Valentine's Day coming. So we'll figure we'll do some of those. So I don't want to bore you guys. Let's get to scratching. We'll do these second to last. These $3 ones. These are obviously the last ones. The $10, 2 of those, 38 and 39. Oh, my big hand's in the way. 38 and 39 we'll do those last. We'll do the Love is Blind, the $2 ones. There's 5 of those. 89 all the way to 93. We'll start with those, and then obviously we'll follow up with the leprechauns. The place I stopped at today only had 5, so we got 36 to 40. So we'll do with what they had, I guess. Let me move this light a little bit more. I saw a little glare. All right, let's start with the Love is Blind ticket 89, and we'll get in here. Okay, and I was informed by somebody today, and I'm glad they did comment on it, that what I was calling, you have to find a door symbol, and there's one similar to it that isn't a full door. And I was calling it a half a door, 3/4 door. They said it's called a pod. So we'll refer to that as a pod tonight. And there's also a win 10 symbol. We'll win $10 instantly. And then in the Blind Love Club, they call it, if you find a heart with a ribbon around it, we double and win all 9 prizes. So once again, we're looking for symbols on here, not number matches. So I hope it's not too shaky tonight. I try to get it a little better. Like I said, I am in a hotel room, and I don't have my table like I do at home. So, all right, so that is a pod. So we'll call it a pod. Hey, Vicky, welcome in. And we got interlocking rings. That I'm still going to call 3 dots. It's like in the cartoons, maybe. Thanks, Monica. Thanks for the luck. When they're thinking of something, they put that little symbol above their heads, or when they're talking. I don't know. I'd still call it 3 dots until I get clarification on what that is. But we're looking for a full door. A full door symbol looks like that. This is called a pod. So that's another pod. A sideways Rubik's Cube, I call it. I'm sure that's not right either. A smaller heart. That is a treasure chest. Lips. And a bigger heart. So it looks like nothing on here, and there is some shaking going on. I'm going to try my best to tone that down. And we're not going to have anything here, so it's a try again. All right, nothing on that one. We'll go to ticket 90. Hey, Time Scratch, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. 2 hearts, a ring and an engagement ring, champagne glasses, a bigger heart, interlocking rings, the sideways Rubik's Cube ball, even though that's probably not right either. 3 dots sideways, the pod, and the lips. So nothing there, and I will scratch this. Try again. Alrighty. Slow start, but we gained momentum last night. So, hey, John Hobson, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. All right. Here we go. Again, we're looking for a door symbol or a win $10 instantly. So we got some more rings, engagement ring, and a regular ring, a big heart, smaller heart, the wall there, or whatever, the pod, more champagne glasses, and another pod. All right, we'll scratch this just to scratch it. Another try again. All right, slow start. Like I said, we'll pick it up. 92. We have one more after this one. And we'll see if we get lucky tonight. We have a pod, a chest, interlocking rings, I want to call that on a cartoon symbol. You know, when they talk, they put that thing up there. So we'll call it the caption. How's that? The sideways Rubik's Cube wall, a big heart. Everyone has. I have a big heart too. Lips. Hey, John Hobson, thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Engagement ring and a ring and another pod. All right, nothing there. And we'll scratch this just to scratch it. Try again. All right. One last final one here. 93. And let's look for that wall. Or that door. Sorry. Big heart. Well, you subscribed the other day. I definitely appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thanks for joining us again for tonight. Rubik's Cube wall. The caption symbol. Interlocking rings. There's the pod. A smaller heart. Lips. And finally, a treasure chest. All right. No luck on these Love is Blind tonight, but hey, it is the lottery. You're not going to win every time. But we do expect some wins on these. These have been on fire for me. Find the leprechaun. All right, we have 5 of these, 36 to 40. Like I said, the gas station up here, I'm actually in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and that's all I had was 5 left. So I took the last 5 they had. Even though the tickets don't match up, that's all they said was in the machine. So it is what it is. But these have been great. These have been on fire. Last night, we got a $100 winner. We found a 4-leaf clover and won all 10 prizes. So I was super excited about that. All right, real quick on this one. If you reveal leprechaun, you win the prize automatically. You win a 4-leaf clover. It's a win all. You win all 10 prizes. And then up here, they have a leprechaun trap. You reveal a prize cash amount, and you add that to the total one. So, like I said, these have been on fire. So let's get to scratching them. All right, we're looking for a leprechaun or a 4-leaf clover. We have a crown, Piggy bank. Money bags. A money clip. Rainbow. All right, second row. We have a pot of gold. A purse. All right, there we go. They didn't let me down again. There's a leprechaun. Hey, BM, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Good luck. Yeah, I like his ticket too. All right, we got an automatic win right there on the leprechaun. So, hey, these tickets are on fire for me. Cards and a wallet. All right. All right, let's just take a peek up here at this leprechaun trap. And it's a try again. So, okay. Let's see what the leprechaun is going to give us. And it's going to give us $2. All right, our first win tonight. First one, you got to start somewhere. And that's a good place to start early in the scratch. So, got our first $2 winner. That was actually on the first ticket, too. All right, let's move on to 37. And again, we're looking for a leprechaun or a 4-leaf clover. And the first one is a money clip. All right, there we go again. A leprechaun, instant win. Yeah, I know. I keep saying next time I'm gonna have a bell or some kind of sound signal. Like I said, I'm out of town working these. I won't be back till next Friday, so I don't have much time to go anywhere up here to find anything. But so I'll just do a ding ding for now. I know that's kind of lame, but hey, that's the best I could do right now. Money bags. A dollar symbol, and it's shaking too. Is kind of annoying myself also, but that's all I have in the room, so I'll make do with what I have. And that is a safe, so nothing there. We have a crown, diamond, a purse, a gold bar, and a gem. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Vicky. Yeah, see big wins, Vicky. I agree with you. All right, let's take another peek at this leprechaun trap. And it says try again. So, okay, let's see what this leprechaun is going to give us. He's going to give us another $2. All right. So far, we're 2 for 2 on these tickets. Back to back. I hate to say it, but is this leprechaun going to give us a turkey? Hey, you never know. All you can do is move on and try, right? Ticket 38. 38. All right. Again, we're looking for a leprechaun or a 4-leaf clover. All right, we got some cards. We have a diamond, a horseshoe, all right, a safe, a purse, all right, second row, piggy bank, treasure chest, a gem, coins, and in the lower right coffin corner, I'll call it, we have a crown. All right, well, we're not going to have anything in the leprechaun trap, but got to check it. All right. Nothing on ticket 38, so let's move on to 39. And let's start the streak over. What do you say? Leprechaun. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Told you, these tickets are on fire. I mean, I realize they're only $2 tickets. But hey, a win's a win. Whatever it is. All right, that's one leprechaun. We still got 9 more spots to scratch. Let's see if we can get another one. And we have money bags. Okay, that means maybe more money's coming. All right, and a dollar sign. So maybe we got more money coming still. We'll see. Money clip. Okay, just building up for the bottom row, right? And a hat. All right, okay. Let's see what we start out this row with. Coins. All right. Gold bar. A stack of cash. We can use a stack of cash. A rainbow and a gem. Alrighty. Or a diamond. Sorry, I thought it was a gem. It's a diamond. Okay, let's get into this leprechaun trap. And once again, he tells us, no, try again. All right, let's go see what this leprechaun's going to give us. He's going to give us $3. All right. Hey, a win's a win. Kind of get spoiled on that $100 win last night, but hey, so far we're 3 for 4 on these tickets, and we're coming down to number 5, ticket 40. Nice even number. So let's see if we could find those. See if we could find that 4-leaf clover. What do you think? All right, we'll start out with a pot of gold, a purse, treasure chest, a star, and a horseshoe. Hey, BM 42060. Like your life, simple and easy to the years. Thanks, buddy. All right, second row. We have a stack or sacks of money. We have a gold bar, diamond, stack of cash, and in the coffin corner, we have a $sign. All right, I'm not going to get anything in the leprechaun trap. Okay, we went 3 for 5. That's better than 50%. I'll take it. All right, now what everyone came in this room for. I know Deborah did. We're going to get into some crosswords here. Well, these take a little bit more time. These aren't my strong suit, so I'm glad Deborah's here tonight. But we're going to slow down on it, and I'm going to take my time. And maybe I still like you guys' help because it feels like you guys are involved in the scratch with me, even though you're here, but you're not here. So you guys really seemed to enjoy it last night. So that's why I'm back with more of them. Okay, this is a $3 S-More crossword. We have to get at least 2 words to get at least $3. And on the bottom is a campfire multiplier. And how that one works is if you reveal 1 campfire and you win a prize and above, you times it by 2. If you reveal 2 fires, you times the prize you won by 5. And if you reveal 3 campfire symbols, you times whatever you win in the puzzle by 10. So let's find out letters we're looking for and get these I can't even talk now. I'm so excited about those leprechauns. I should have got more of them. Tomorrow I'm going to have more leprechauns. I promise. All right. Let's see what letters we're looking for here. How about we start off with an S? All right. Let's hope they picked some better words here for the S's, even though hey, S is a good letter no matter what. There has to be some, and we got 3 right off the bat. So that's a good one. Good start. All right, how about an L? L. And again, I'll say ahead of time, you see a letter, yell it out. Well, I know you can't yell it out, but type it. And I get, see, moose. I already missed an S. Jeez. Talking too much. But I don't want to ignore you guys either, so I don't want to seem like I'm, I guess illiterate's not a good word to use, but trying to look left, trying to look right, trying to pay attention to what I'm doing, and then I get to talking, and I lose track of where I'm at, and that's why you guys are here with me. That's why I only do crossword scratches online or live. So, raspberry. You kidding me? That's the first letter I scratched, and I already missed letters. You're right, I did. Wow. Okay. I'm going to pause it right there for a second. Are we good so far? No more L's, right? No more L's. I think I got it. Okay. All right, let's move on. How about a D? I'm gonna maybe I shouldn't talk while I'm looking for the letter, and then we'll talk afterwards. Let's try that and see if that works. Again, I still have the habit of looking. I look up right away, and my eyes start at the bottom here, and I see the letter, and I go to scratch it, and then I forget where I'm at. Then I look left, and well, you guys don't care. All right, D. That's all the D's, I think. Let me double check. All right, I think that's it. If not, I know you guys will help me. All right, looking for a Y. And that one in raspberry, and the one in celery. So I don't know if you guys like it more when I miss it or when I find them. You might be disappointed when I find them. That way you can't say anything. So, hey, whatever. All right, let's move on here. How about a V? That might be one of those bogus letters. No, we got one. All right, well, it's still a bogus letter. Okay, V. All right, we're getting some more people in. Where are we? Hey, BM, Crystal, Vicky. All right. Hey, we already got 11 likes. I'm thrilled with that. Perfect. All right, V. I think I only had that one V. All right, how about a U? Yeah, I went way long yesterday on them. I didn't plan on being on here in an hour, and everybody. I don't think anybody really wanted to quit playing last night. If I would have had more crosswords, I'm sure we would have went maybe 2 hours. I don't even think I ever had a live session go an hour, and it was a little bit over. Well, a little bit. I don't exactly remember how long over it was, but I turned it off, and I'm saying, "Wow, we were on forever." But I had a great time. I'm sure everybody else did too. All right, H. Have to pay attention here a little bit more. Here, H. And I am getting a dog tag. Still using this coin because, again, I'm not home, so I don't know if it came in the mail yet or not, but I'm still using what I have. All right, a Z, that's going to be a bogus letter. I don't remember seeing any of those Z's. All right, but I'm going to look. It's worth a look. All right, I don't think so. All right, let's see what it's next. All right, how about an I? Can never go wrong with a vowel. And we got a good cup. Okay. All righty. All right, how about an N? Again, I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just trying to pay a little bit more attention here to what I'm doing. All right, I think that's all the ends. Yeah, those bogus letters. Okay. How about a T? All right, looks like we're getting one letter to have a few words here. These haven't been very good to me, but they're fun to play. They really are. But you never know. Just like there's that lucky leprechaun last night. I never expected to find a $500 winner on a $2 or not a $100 winner on a $2 ticket. Yeah, T is not a bogus letter. Not even close. All right. How about a P? All right. Find the P there. That was a good one. And yeah, I really have trouble when we get to that $10 one, man. And you get the 2 crosswords on it. Every time I was scratching last night, everyone was saying, "You missed this, you missed it." That's overwhelming a little bit. All right, a B. But we'll get to those tonight. That's why I figured I'd work my way up to that one. start with the smaller one. And like I said, if you guys want to go more, we'll go more. All right, how about a K? Chat's pretty quiet, so I must be doing something right. K, K, K. All right, I don't see a K. All right, an R. R. K. No, I didn't mean K, I meant OK. All right, we have 3 letters left, and we're looking for an M. And if we could find an A, we'd be sitting good. That would give us the 2 words, an A or an E. Okay, M, 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 M. All right, I think that's all the M's. Okay, we're down to the last 2 letters here. How about an O? All right. That gives us a word. We can get an A, we can get a bunch more words. Or even an E. Let me finish scratching these O's so I don't lose my place. And then I'll mark that 1 word. All right, I think that's all of them. All right, we made a word here. We made U. All right, we got one letter left. And let's see what she is. Oh, B in raspberry and R in curb. Okay. I thought I was doing good taking my time. And R in curb. Where's curb? There we go. Thanks, Crystal. I appreciate it. All right, what do we got left? A Q. A Q? They couldn't give us another vowel? All right, I don't see a Q. All right, well, we got 1. We needed at least 2. I wanted to play today. We even stopped forgetting. I couldn't bring myself out of the car. Tickets have been tough this year. Yeah, well, they've been pretty tough on me, these ones here, but I've been finding some decent wins. Gonna take them big and small. So some nights you're gonna do great, and others not so great. Okay, I think we just found 1 word here. I don't see anybody saying. Yeah, that would be nice. All right, well, we'll scratch these bottom ones here, even though I don't anticipate seeing any campfire. But they're there, so we'll scratch them. It looks like we found a tent, a lantern, and is that like a hack? What are they calling that? I don't know exactly. Backpack maybe. Okay, nothing on that one. All right, let's bring in ticket 35. 35. All right, geez. All right, here we go. Looks like we'll get these bogus letters out of the way first. Oh no, look at that. I spoke too soon. There's a W there. I think it's going to be an end of the W's. All right. How about a K? All right, I don't see any K's. But maybe I missed one. But I don't think so. All right. How about a C? C. All right, I see one at the very bottom, but I'm going to wait till I go through the other rows. All right, I got a C here. Let's see here. All right. All right, nothing there. Okay, that's all the C's. About an H. That's a good one. All right, I think it's all the H's. All right, let's move on. About an M. At first glance, I don't see any M's. I see an N. No M's. Okay. How about a P? There I go, scanning around. I see it. I'm not taking my time moving down, but that's okay. I got more eyes on it than I need. All right, no more P's that I could see. Anyone else see anything? All right, let's move on. Oh boy, an X. An X. All right, well, believe it or not, we have an X. Okay, like I said, I guess it's all on what words they decide to put in the puzzle. All right, I only see one X. All right, let's move on to a U. All right, there's a U there. Another U. U. All right. All right, I think it's all the U's. Okay. Let's keep on trucking here. A Q. Q. U and U's? Yes, ma'am. Thank you much. How about a Q? I don't see any Q's. Thanks, Deborah. Thanks, Crystal. All right. G. I think we just have that one G. All right, let's move on. Hey, Lucky Hidden Road Trip. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're not doing too bad tonight. Nothing extravagant, but we've had a few wins. We didn't get skunked. We're on to these crosswords now. All right. How about an E? E. Okay. All right, I don't see any more E's. But an R. There we go. We should find some of those. R's. Influence. I missed one here. Influence. Which letter did I miss on influence? The E. Thank you, Deborah. G in language and E in influence. G in language. All right. All right. R. I think I looked for all the R's. There's still one there. Okay. All right. 6 letters left. Oh, I'll be still opera. Did I miss another letter? Okay. How about an F? Hey, Scratch with Mike. Thanks for stopping in. All right, where were we here? We're looking for an F. F. All right. I think I missed that one right next to it. Okay, moving on. We got a B. B. And I don't believe there was a B. Yeah, there is one B. All right, we got one word. And I think that's the only B that I see. So all right, we got one. We need one more word to get at least $2, and we got a chance with those fires down below. So I think that's all the B's. Hubboard. Yay. All right, here we go. How about a Y? All right, we have one Y here. Okay. All right. How about an O? Okay, there we go. I'm going to stop right there. We got two, so we got at least $3. We still have 2 letters to reveal, plus those campfires down below, so we got a winner here so far. Ding, ding. I've been a little overdue here for a winner on a scratch or a crossword. So I think we're in pretty good shape here. Make sure I get all these O's. All right. All right. I mean, we got a winner on a ticket. All right. Yeah. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. Let's see what else we're looking for here. I don't want to get greedy, but I'd like to get that 3 words. All right, L. We got a good chance at it. Well, it'd be nice to find an A in this one. Somebody was saying about an A in the next puzzle. Man, you're right. It would be nice. Oh man, I see quite a few there. If we can find that A. All right, got all the L's, I believe. All right, we got 1 letter spot left. Thanks, Lucky Hidden Road Trip. Appreciate it. Okay. All right, are we gonna find an A? Is it gonna be too easy to say an A? Hey, David the Raging Cajun Scratcher. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. And we're looking for a T. Okay, I'll take it. I'm going to stop there. That gives us 3. Plus the campfires down below. We got at least 5. Okay, we got another T here. Another T. I got a T down here, but I may have jumped the gun on this. Let me see. We got another T. Okay, we got 3, so we got at least $5. And we got a chance at these campfires down below. So I think that's all the T's I have. Yeah, no more T's. All right, so we got at least $5. All right, let's see what we can find a campfire. We have a try again. That looks like a hoagie or something. We got a pair of binoculars. And we have a deer. So, okay, I'll take it. 3 words, $5. Absolutely. I'm not going to say no to a win. $5. Okay. And we still have one more, so maybe we can go get a back-to-back on these crosswords. A ticket 36. And then we got the $10 big boys coming in. And then we'll see how many people we have in here and if you want to continue or not. I have, like I said, I think I have 1 more, maybe 2, but we'll see. So let's get to scratching on this one. All right, we'll start with an O. I was going to say, if we start with an A, man. I wasn't meant to win if we started with an A. All right, we got an O. All right. That's all the O's. And we got an I. Okay. Getting these vowels. They're just as maybe more important than consonants, but hey. As long as we don't get an X, a W, a Y, a Z. Okay, I think that's all the I's. Scratcher Bro, thanks for stopping in. Anybody else new in here? Vicky, Scratchy Bro. All right. All right, where are we at here? We just finished up with the I's. All right, let's move on. How about an F? Okay, F's are good. All right, if you guys are here, Tower Scratcher, hey, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Let's go. All right, looking for an L. And we got our first word already, guys. Early in the scratch. I'm gonna stop there. Mark this out here. All right. One all right. We need at least two for $3. We got a good chance here to go back to back. So what were we looking for? Oh, we're on that L still. All right. Look over here. All right, I think I found all the L's. All right, I think we're sitting pretty good here. Four letters in. Heck yeah. Okay. How about an M? Okay, we got a bunch of N's. I don't see any. Oh, we got one M. All right. W. There's one of those bogus letters, I think. I don't know. I take that back. We do have a W. I think that's the only one we have. All right. Moving on here. How about a J? J. Okay, I don't see any more J's. I don't see any J's. I shouldn't say any more J's. I don't see any J's. All right. We started off balls of fire and we kind of slowed down a little bit, but that's all right. We'll pick it back up. We already got a word. Just got to find one more to get a $3. We still have those campfires down below also. So, all right. I think that's all the P's. All right. You think that's a J's a bogus letter too, Crystal? I would have to agree with you. All right. There's definitely we have a Y. Right. Justin Smith, hey, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Just in time for another, maybe a back-to-back win on a crossword. All right, how about a D? All right. It's looking good. I'm getting good feelings about this. All right. All right, I think it takes care of the D's. Entertain. What did I miss on entertain? All right. Entertain? Did I miss something on entertain? E-N-T. U-R-T. I don't think so. All right, let's move on to a T. Oh, no problem, Deborah. No problem at all. I'd rather double check or even triple check it if I miss something because I wouldn't doubt that I did. But I'm glad you're paying attention. Entertain. All right. TT. All right, we're still looking good. We got quite a few letters left. All right, how about an R? That should help us out. Believe it or not, we're gonna need that A again. Yeah, it's something about that A. I can't seem to get the A. Maybe this will be our lucky one. Another A here would give us another word. Another A here would give us another word. I don't think we're gonna get that A. But hey, you never know. That's why you scratch them. All right. All right, I think that's all the R's. All right. Now, how about an H? H can go either way. But I don't think it's going my way tonight, but hey. Okay, I don't see any H's. All right. How about an A? Oh, C. I was going to say, how about an A? Or I would love to see that A. All right, we got a C down here. Okay, a C here. Or even an N. Okay. No more C's. All right, 4 letters left. Still looking for that A. How about a K? Okay, down here. Okay, over here. Oh, I see another A would be nice. Okay, any more K's? No. All right, 3 letters left. How about an S? Okay. Only 2 S's. Wow. That's a little bit of a shocker. All right. The last 2 letters. Oh boy. There's our bogus letter. An X. All right. Well, it looks like it all comes down to this last one. Can we find an A? If we do, man, it opens up a lot. I see 3 more words, 4 more words, 5 more words right off the bat. All right, let's see. Here we go. And oh, we have a vowel, but it's a U. It's a U. I don't know if that's going to help us. We got a U there. We got a U down here. Nah, man, we started off balls of fire and we slowed down, and now still looking for that A. I don't think I got an A all night. Oh, I didn't get an A. Too many A's in high school or grade school either, so not really that disappointed. But all right, well, let's scratch these just for fun, even though we're not going to have it. We got a lantern. That's sub hoagie. I hate this shaking. I apologize, guys. It'll be cleared up next week when I'm back home. And a pair of binoculars. All right. Well, hey, we got 1 out of 2. I can't complain. It's better than 0 out of 3. So, all right, we'll bring in these last 2 I have here. They're $10. These are the newer Pennsylvania crosswords. They're called Code Word Crossword, and give them tickets 38 and 39, and we'll start with 38, obviously. All right, these are a little bigger, so let me zoom out here. I think you guys can see. Maybe I can get in there a little closer so you guys can see the letters. It's a little bit too close. A little bit more here. All right, how's that look, everyone? If I can get this thing to focus now. There we go. Good? Everybody can see it all right? All right, if you guys are new in here, if you can please hit the subscribe button, like button, send me a comment, share it, whatever, whoever you can, and we'll get this channel running like I'd like to. All right, here we go. Now on this one here, you have a code word here. If you find the code word, which in this one is a queen, you match adds $50 to your prize. And then also on this, I forgot to show last night, the key symbols is a free space too, like bingo. But if it is in one of your words, you win 10 times the prize on there. And on this one also, you need 2 words, but on this one, for 2 words, you get $10. So we'll start up top. And let me check the chat here. I hate to keep ignoring you guys, but that's when he's go scratcher, never leave, ticket 40. Yeah, well, you're right. I should have got it, but I didn't. We'll see if it burns me tonight or not. So, all right, let's see what letters we're looking for on this one. Now, this one I'm really gonna need you guys because a lot more puzzles, a lot more letters, and we got a bogus one right off the bat. Well, maybe not. There's one there. And let's see what else we got here. All right, we got 2 on the top. which isn't bad. How about on the bottom? Any Y's on the bottom? I don't see any sticking out, but I'm gonna finish looking. All right, I don't see any Y's on the bottom. All right, let's go on to let's get another letter going. Oh boy, a Z, back to back bogus. Well, you never know. I shouldn't speak that early because I see two X's on the bottom and three X's on two X's on the bottom, and those are probably bogus letters too. But hey, all right, I don't see any Z's. All right, how about an E? And look at that. Ding ding! Already, right off the bat. We got a match on the top puzzle. All right, we're on our way here. We got lots of letters left on these too. All right, where are we at? We're looking for E's. E's. Deborah, where you? Did Deborah leave? I needed her to help her. Have a great night, Deborah. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow with more crosswords. So if you can join. All right. E. Okay. I think I got all the E's on the top ones. Oh, no, I didn't. All right, let's see what we got on the bottom. All right, quite a few E's. A lot of big words on the bottom. All right, two over here. All right, I think I got them all. Take a second to double check it real quick. I missed one up top. Missed two up top. All right. And now I think I got them all. Okay. All right, let's move on. Fourth letter. All right, how about an S? All right. Two. Oh yeah, thanks. I forgot about that bonus one. I was still thinking we were on the other puzzle, and I forgot all about that code word. Thank you. All right, I think I got all the, where were we at? S's. Got all the S's on the top. Oh, no, I didn't. There's one there. Okay, let's move on to the bottom. All right. 2E in the bonus word? Yes. Oh, sorry, Crystal. I did see that. All right. Let's see what else we have here. About an M. M. I don't see anything on the top. Yeah, I got one on the bottom. And I think that was it, with just one M in both puzzles. All right, let's move on to the next one. Still haven't found an A. How about a D? All right. All right, I think it's all D's on the top. Got a D there. D on the bottom right there. And I think that's all the D's on the bottom. All right. All right, next letter. How about a W? Do we have a W? S in response, bottom puzzle. Thanks, Crystal. Okay, not a K, a W. All right, I don't see any W's in the bottom ones either. All right, next letter, but an H. All right, I think that's all for the top. Let's look at the bottom. And we got one in Echo. And I don't see any other ones. Two more E on top. Yes. Okay, W. I forgot about that code word again. So, all right. How about a T? All right, T up there. We got a T in autograph. T in breath. All right. Let's look at the bottom here. All right, I think that's all the T's. All right, let's see what else we got here. But an O. That should be a good one. Still haven't found an A. This is like the fourth puzzle and still haven't found an A. All right, we're looking for an O. All right. S on bottom in response, yes. Okay, let's look for an O on the bottom. Okay. All right, I don't see any more O's. All right, let's move on. Oh, how about a V? All right, one V, I think. All right. We're looking for an R. Okay, move on to the bottom. All right, I don't see too many more R's. There's one there. All right, I don't think there's one in free. All right. All right, I think that's all the R's we have here tonight. Still looking for that hidden A, or not A. Yeah, A. I'd like to get it just to say I got one, but I'm looking good so far here. All right, how about a G? And if I needed an E, I'd be getting all kind of A's, no G's. But hey, or no A's. All right, how about a G? Any more G's on the top? No more G's on the top. Let's move to the bottom. And I don't think that I remember seeing any G's on the bottom either. Alrighty. How about an X? X, another bogus letter. That's okay. We have one. Again, I spoke too soon. We got two, actually. Okay, I think it's all the X's. Nothing up into the code word. All right, let's move on here. How about a P? Again, still haven't found that A. All right, I think it's all on the top. Move to the bottom. I don't want to take an I, but I'd still like to find that A. Sork is going live later tonight. All right. Definitely join into that one. All right, how about a U? Okay, I don't see any more U's on the top. P in response on a G and autograph top. All right. Start on the top. P in response. All right. Where we leave off? U. All right, how about the U? All right, we made one word on the bottom. So we got one on the top, one on the bottom. And we still have 2 letters left. And we got one in the code word there. We got a U up here. All right. All right. No more U's. Oh, yeah, well, I shouldn't say no more U's. We got one more U there. All right. We have a B. All right, we have a B there. All right. Looks like we got another one. Looks like we got at least a $10 winner here. Cool. Awesome. All right. Any B's down below? No B's down below. All right. All right. Last one. Are we going to find that A or no? Nope. That looks like a Q. Any Q's? Still haven't found that A. Got one puzzle left to find an A for tonight. And I don't see any Q's other than up here in the code word. But we still needed that N. I don't think we scratched an N. No, so we can't add $5 to that. And we'll scratch these free ones like in bingo. We didn't have a word made with that. And there should be one up top also. And we didn't even find any up there. So hey, we got a $10 winner. And $10 is better than $0. So, all right. So each ticket we scratched, other than the Love is Blind, we had a winner. So we're going to move on to the last one here for tonight. And I'm already over an hour. And wow, that time does fly when you're having fun, I guess, huh? All right. So let's get started on this one here. And maybe we'll get to these crosswords a little quicker tomorrow night, or we'll take a poll before it ends and tonight, and we'll see what everyone's looking forward to for tomorrow. All right, let's start out with a bogus letter, an X. Let's get them out of the way. Even though it's a bogus letter, we have one. All right, I don't see anything else on the top, and we actually have one on the bottom also. So let's scratch that one there. And music is our code word. Okay, remember that. Oh, now we get a Y. And I don't know about finding a Y, but we'll look. Still a letter. Just not one I need tonight. Oh, there is a Y. Okay. I just want to get that X or an A, just to say I got an A. All right, how about a Q? No more Q's. No Q at all, I don't believe. No. All right, how about a C? C. All right. One more C's on the top. At least I didn't see. Maybe you guys see it that I didn't. I missed. And we got a couple here on the bottom. All right. I think it's all the C's. Tower's live. All right. I'll have to join him after I get done here. He gets a lot of subscribers and views. Yeah, he's good. I really enjoy watching his lives. And guess what? We got that A. Finally got an A. And we got a bunch of them. Just I could have used this 2 puzzles, the last puzzle and the puzzle before that. But hey, at least I got it. Now Maybe it'll help me. Yeah, this is early in the scratch too. I mean, I shouldn't be saying I finally got the A. Might really need it on this one too. It might be bigger than the other one, the first couple. But I did get an A, so. And we got a lot of A's. I'm bound to have missed one, I'm sure. And look, we actually have tower as one of the words on here too. All right, I believe that's all the A's. Oh, sorry. Sarkis is live, sorry. Do you know if Tower is going live tonight? Maybe you already did. I'm not sure. Okay, I think that's all the A's and no A up there. All right, how about a J? J. C in the bonus word. Oh, yeah, you're right. Thanks, Crystal. Thank you very much. All right, J. No, I don't see any J's. All right, how about an O? All right, there's an O. There we go. O was pretty good to me. I think almost every puzzle we had an O. Oh, sorry, I didn't know. I was at work. I didn't get to see it. I'm definitely gonna watch the replay of yours. I really enjoy yours. I actually love your scratcher too thing. That tower guy going up and down. Like I said, we kind of do things same thing for a living. I work for Verizon and we work on the cell towers. That's actually one of the reasons I'm up here in Altoona. Lots of snow, cold and snowy. That's always fun. Windy too. So I appreciate what you do because I know how hard it is sometimes. All right, we're looking for these eyes. Okay. All right, I think it's all the eyes. All right, if I missed it, I'm sure you guys will let me know. All right, looks like we're halfway through the letters. How about an N? That's a good letter. Should have quite a few of those here. Okay, that's all for the top as I can see. Got one down below, another one here. Yeah, I can't wait to get rid of this coin here and have a actual scratcher to do this. I'll probably be there when I get back. All right, I think that's all the ends. And we got the I up in the code word. Yeah, especially this year. They're putting up a lot more towers in the more remote areas. So this is actually my fourth trip up here. We go in on 2-week stints. And like I said, I'll be back home next Friday. So I'll be here through the weekend also. We're supposed to be getting a bunch more snow up here. And it was very cold this morning. It was actually -3. It got up into the low 20s today. So with the wind, it's even colder. Well, you know that. All right, how about a K? Any more K's? All right, I don't think there's any on the bottom. Hey, cutting grass. Thanks for joining me. K. All right, I don't think there's any more K's. All right, let's move on. All right, we got an E. That should boost us here a little bit. Some more squares scratched. Getting close to maybe finding a word. All right, we got some E's here. All right, let's move on to the bottom here. All right. All right, I think I got all the E's. Yeah, we got one here. Welcome, Cutting Grass. Appreciate you stopping in. All right. I think that's all the E's I could see in there. All right, move on. How about a U? U. All right, we got a word up top. Let me just finish scratching before I lose my place here. Gets all the U's up top. So we got a word up top, which is U. No pun intended. U. All right, let's move on to the bottom here real quick. And I don't believe there were any U's on the bottom, but it deserves a look. And no, but we do have a U up in the code word. All right. Handful left. 2, 4, 5 more letters after this one. All right, how about a B? Have a B there. A B over there. All right, I think it's all the B's there. One more N on the bottom, yeah. N on the bottom. Which one did I miss on the bottom? Normal. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Thanks, Hobby Lifestyle. I appreciate it. Behind? What did I miss? Is that a word on here, behind? Or am I just jumping into the chat and seeing a word that I shouldn't be looking at? All right. B. All right. Is that on the top or bottom? Citrus. Thank you very much. Thanks, Deborah. Hey, welcome back, Deborah. Yeah, we're on the last. We actually won on the. We won $10 on the previous ticket. Now we're looking for a B here on the bottom here for this one. All right. Okay, I think it's all the B's. And we can use an M and an S for that code word. All right. All right, behind us here. Did I miss something on behind? Do we have an H? B? Oh, the B. Okay, gotcha. All right. How about a P? All right, got one up top, or paw. All right, let's move on to the bottom here real quick. Epic. All right, that gives us a word. Let me see if I got any more P's on the bottom. Doesn't appear so. Got one word on the bottom, one word on the top. All right, let's see if we can find one more word on either one here. And we can go back to back on these tickets. All right, here's a V. How about a V? Man, I wish I would have had that W. But hey, we still got 3 scratches left. All right, I don't see any V's on the top. And I don't see any V's on the bottom either. All right. 3 letters left. How about an H? All right. I think it was the only H up top. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. We got back to backs here. We got 2 on the top, which is guaranteeing us $10. And let's see about the bottom here. We got any H's on the bottom? Yes, we do. We got one there. And I think that's it. So we got another one here. All right, this is looking good. We got 2 letters left to scratch. I'm liking our chances here. We just need one more word on the bottom. All right, let's see what we're looking for here. How about a G? A G. Come on, G's. Got one up top so far. Got another one. Got another one. Okay. And we got a G on the bottom. Boy, it'd be nice to get an R or a D. All right, looks like it's coming down to that last scratch again. All right, I think I got all G's. Hey, Lucky Luke. Appreciate you stopping in. If you can don't mind hitting the subscribe button, like button on your way out, I really would appreciate it. And let's see what letter we have left. We have a W. W. All right. I was just getting ready to say we got a bogus letter, but that gives us 3 letters up top, 3 words up top, $20. Oh, what a way to end. All right. That's making my night. It's warming me up as I was cold all day today. All right, W's down the bottom. Okay. Okay, we got one word on the bottom, but that's okay. We actually have 3 on top, paw, you, and echo. And 3 gets us $20. Dang. I like it. I like it. Appreciate it, Lucky. Lucky Luke, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, we have a $20 winner on the top. So, hey, these crosswords treated us very well tonight. So let's do a quick recap here. On these code words, we got, on the last one, we got $20. On the second to last one, the only 2 that I got today, we got $10. So we got 30 on the crosswords. So we're ahead of the game on those. On the smaller crossword, we found three words. So we got $5 there. So we got 35. And the magical find the leprechauns, which, yeah, I will scan them too. But I think that was all I got. Because that N on the bottom. You talking about the last puzzle we did? No, I do scan all the tickets. So it's 30. 5 on that one, so we got 35, and we did find a leprechaun for a $3, so that's 38. A leprechaun here for $2, that's 40. And we found a leprechaun on this one for 42. So overall, it was a great night. What made it even better, you guys came in. I had fun scratching. I'm sure you guys had fun watching. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you for watching. I know we ran kind of long again. Those crosswords do take some time. But one of these nights here, we'll maybe just do 1 or 2 crosswords and we'll get some bigger tickets in here. And it'll either be this week or next week before I go, because I want to see if there's any big winners up here in Altoona, Pennsylvania. We'll see. So I do appreciate you guys for stopping in. And our way out tonight, if you can hit the subscribe, like, comment, and send it to everybody you know. And keep me rolling forward. I actually passed 300 subscribers. I think the last time I looked, I was around 329. So it's only February 4th, I believe, or the 5th. I think it's the 5th. 23 more days. I think I got a good chance of hitting that 500 by the end of February. And that's all thanks to you guys. So I appreciate it once again. If you just joined in, we had not a profitable night, but at least close to a break even. I'm happy with the scratch. I had fun with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun scratching. And I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same bat channel, as they say. I really appreciate you guys joining. Thanks for having some fun tonight, and I will see you guys on the next live tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Good night, everyone.